Are you ready for a new year full of fresh, new energy? Joining us to share tips for Feng Shui in the new year is Jen Heilman, owner of Clesson Brook Designs in Shelburne. Jen, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, too.
So nice to have you here.
Nice to be here.
So Feng Shui is something that people have heard before. Maybe they don't really know how to apply it to their life. One thing is for sure, New Year's resolutions, most people are trying to lose weight, be healthy, but it's important to remember that your home needs good nutrition, too.
Right, right. So Feng Shui, what Feng Shui gives us is a tool, an actual physical, tangible tool that we can use to make changes in our lives, and that tool is our home. So if we think about the nutrition aspect of what we're all trying to achieve in our resolutions, that if we eat a lot of sugar, we eat a lot of junk, it makes us feel sluggish, we don't feel healthy. It's the same thing with our homes. If we fill our homes with a bunch of junk, a bunch of clutter, then it slows the energy down in our home. It makes us feel weighted down, and we don't feel our best.
So it's important to think about redesigning your home in order to improve the energy.
Exactly, exactly. So we can take a look at your home, and if you think about energy, it's very similar to water in the way that it works. So basically, if you think of water in a free-flowing form of water, it's healthy, it's clean, there's things living in it, and if it gets blocked, or if it gets dammed or clogged, it becomes stagnant, and it's unhealthy, has a smell to it. You know, you don't want to dip your toes in it. So energy is very much the same way. The way it works in your home is that if you have a lot of clutter, you have a lot of stuff, dirt, if your house is, unorganized and filled to the brim, then there's no room for the energy to move, and that energy actually works against you instead of for you.
Okay, so it definitely does make sense to declutter, revisit, and reevaluate your home, especially in the new year, to see how you can increase the energy flow and make things better. So there are 9 areas of your life that you look at.
Right, right. So everybody wants to talk about love and marriage, wealth and prosperity. Those are like the number ones, but there's also 7 other very important areas, your career, your health, your family, your creativity, and all these things come into play. And when I do a consultation, I will send you a survey or a questionnaire, and it talks about all of those different things in your life, and it evaluates if there's something going on in your life, whether you want to change it or not. And then when I go into your home, I'll basically look at the layout of your home, the floor plan of your home, and the things that are in it, and I'll be able to tell you before I look at the survey what probably is going to be number 1 on the list. And I do that so that people see that there's a formula, that it's not hocus pocus, there's a little bit of magic to it, but, but it's not, it's a formula, and it's a very real, tangible thing that we can use to create change in those areas.
So interesting how your home really is a reflection of what's going on in your life. So really quickly, you have 3 tips. If you give yourself an extra 10 minutes in the morning, that's all you need, which isn't hard to do, and you do these 3 things, you can really make a big difference in your life.
So even if you aren't thinking about having a Feng Shui consultation, 3 things that you can do before you leave the house. Do the dishes, just make sure that the dishes are done. If you have to enlist your kids to help you do them, then do it. So you have a clean slate when you come home. Pick the things up off your floor. That's a really, valuable thing to come in, and there's not, pajamas and dirty socks and things like that. Just clean the floor, and put things back in place. And one last great tip is make your bed, so that when you come home, it's a fresh start, it's a clean slate, and you don't come home to this overwhelming, here we go again,
Right, so just do the dishes, pick things up off the floor, make your bed, those 3 simple things. When you come home from work and walk through the door, it'll make a big difference in your energy.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And feeling good about your day.
Yeah, it really does, because it's the energy that you bring into your house. We can look at the floor plan, we can find voids in your house. We can, we can look at the negative aspects, in your house, but it really is you creating that energy in your space, and you have to love your space and the things that are in it.
Of course,
Yeah.
yes. Well, thanks so much, Jen.
Thanks for having me.
Good to have you here, and of course now people know how Feng Shui can change their life in the new year. Thanks so much.